All the higher ups in the world are actually lizard people, but Kenneth Copeland is really bad at it.
Why is he bad at it?
Look at him.
Would you just look at him?
Yeah, right over there.
But does that mean Jeff Bezos is one?
Well, he was trying to go back to space where he belongs,
Yeah.
but at the expense of all of his factory workers.
That sounds pretty believable.
Yeah. You know why he named it Amazon?
Why is that?
Because the Amazon rainforest is where all the other lizards live.
I mean, there are a lot of lizards in the Amazon, so that's kind of not surprising.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he spend a lot of time in the rainforest?
Probably.
I mean, don't they have trackers on his airplane, kind of like Elon Musk? Is Elon Musk?
Probably not.
He's probably an android that was made by the lizard people.
Specifically Mark Zuckerberg.
But just, I mean, a not very good android. It's not, we're not talking about Data level, Data from Star Trek.
Right.
We're talking like
Johnny
Beta,
5.
like Beta.
It's Johnny 5.
Okay.
But with human skin.
I see. Well, I guess we're going to walk inside.
Yeah.
It might be kind of windy.
A little bit.
Well, I got to grab my keys. They're right over here.
Hey, look, it's Carly.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah.
The wind is pushing the door. Oh, sweet. Hold this.
Yeah. Is that a hair tie?
It's just what I needed, man. It's kind of windy out. I figured I'd just tie my hair up.
You found that on the ground. That's gross.
It's whatever, man.
You have no idea where that's been.
I mean, it's going up on my hair. I don't know where it's been either.
I mean, in somebody's hair, evidently, but still.
Whatever. Just hating a little bit because you're just upset that I found a sweet ass hair tie right when I needed it.
I hate because I ain't. It does not apply here.
Okay. I didn't block it. Should probably do that.
I would imagine.
Did you go see Megan?
No. But I saw her sister Amber.
Yeah. Is this
She has
it?
on pillows. Look, I'm bald.
Sweet.
How sad the American shopping mall has become nowadays. Not a
Right.
soul to be seen.
I'm gonna turn the camera on maybe, but it won't let me. Here, looks good enough. We got some cool wigs in the background.
Wigs.
All right, so every CEO, every major CEO.
Yes. No doubt whatsoever.
It's an interesting expression. You have some sincerity in your eyes.
You know what else I have in my eyes?
What's that?
My hair.
You should probably just get that out of there.
Yeah, probably.
Those are some interesting wigs.
Yes.
Do you have any that you think would look good on you?
No.
None at all?
Not better than this glorious mane. I mean, look at this. It's a little tangly, but you know what? It's beautiful. Truly and utterly beautiful.
You're creeping me out, dude.
Good.
You were very descriptive.
I know.
So what's brought us out here today?
An announcement, from what I understand.
An announcement, huh?
Yes.
And what would that be?
I don't know. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't know if you don't know.
What? I should make something up. Okay. So, Squeezebox, as it were, the Fresh Squeeze podcast included, it's going to go through some pretty huge changes over the next couple of weeks.
Changes.
Changes. Is that like a lead into a musical number or something? Because I can't tell.
No, it didn't happen, so no.
Well, we don't have the whole background music or anything that we can lean on, but at the same time, yes, we're going through some changes here in the next couple of weeks. We're no longer going to do the weekly issue, however, we still will, but in a different way.
Yeah, so the way that we've been doing the podcast so far is we've been doing it kind of just all encompassing on the Fresh Squeeze podcast, and we decided that it would be easier to market it to a YouTube audience, to kind of split this up into 4 or 5 different sections. So we're going to have, still the Fresh Squeeze podcast, which we're going to kind of use for a current events type thing, but we're also going to kind of do separate things each month, each week, kind of a new thing, and start building up some playlists of some cool content, but it'll be just kind of marketed differently for each one of those. And there's a really fun segment that we don't have a name for, but I want Mike to kind of introduce and talk about.
Once a month, I'll be running a D&D game over stream. At one point, I do want to make it so we can have people join in on the game if we have open spots available. So, if you or one of your friends wants to be a part of it, just get a hold of us. We'll see what we can do to make happen. Got to have a camera, obviously. Microphone would be helpful. And at least a willingness to play D&D, because, you can do anything you want.
So, yeah, kind of continuing on with the asking for people to join, I'm also going to try my best to at least once a month interview and talk with a local musician or kind of group of musicians. If there's some bands out there that want to kind of get some information out there, kind of like in an interview / hang out, do some React kind of format, kind of get your brand out there and give your audience a little bit of an excuse to kind of learn something besides just your music, something about you. So some more of that is going to be happening as well. So
we've covered the Fresh Squeeze, which will be a once a month sort of news and current events type of thing, as well as the D&D gaming and the interview. Lastly, the last thing that will happen each month will be what is called a deep dive, to be called the Deep Squeeze, because
oh yeah,
sounds funny. Now, the Deep Squeeze will just be a deep dive, and Jason.
So the first one that we're going to do is we're going to be checking out a series that was released, I think, 8 years ago now, so we're like a little bit behind the game, but I liked this series so much that, we're just going to go through all 6 episodes of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and we're just going to kind of look at things besides just the show itself and the actual message, kind of do a deep squeeze or a deep dive. So we're going to be doing that this weekend on Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So check that out. And do you have a little bit of advice for us to kind of close out here, Mike?
Wash those balls.
All right, guys. We'll see you then.